Well, hello, folks. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Little midweek stream. I was supposed to record a podcast tonight, but that's been delayed until tomorrow. Going to be recording the Citadel Cafe with, I believe, Lou Page and Alistair McFly, so that should be fun. But for now, we're going to jump back into Update 5 in the experimental build in Satisfactory, because I want to try to get more done on this build. Oop, not with a new game. And see where we can go. I've made some design changes to the front of the factory, and we're going to start by fixing that. There's been a patch today as well, so or yesterday, 15th, so Monday, and they fixed the lift issues we were having last time. They've fixed a bunch of things, really. A lot of quality of life twists. Also, signs now have luminosity, and since we're in the storage room, I messed around with this a little bit, and you can see that we've got bright signs on the left and then signs in shadow on the right, and you can actually change that now. So you can go in here and you can go down to the glossy or matte finish, and if you check one and you say save the settings, it's now bright. My complaint is that it's too bright even on setting 1. So if you turn it back off again, anything above it obviously causes a shadow. So having it on is good, but I find anything that has a light color on it is too bright. It kind of blows out, but that's just my 2 cents. So I did this whole row, and you'll see down here, like this is very bright, and this is super bright as well. Like you lose the detail on the top of it. We actually look at this when it's off. You can clearly see the symbol on the bag, whereas just a setting of 1 is bright and 3 is just dumb. I don't think it's meant for these symbols. I think it's meant to be just a square light. So I think the idea is that they've given these signs luminosity in a way for people to use them as lights. I think. That's my 2 cents. Because if we wanted to put like another sign here, small billboard. I don't have a crystal oscillator. Let's do 2 meters. So like if we had a sign, I don't know, like here and there, and we just went in here and did no image, nothing, and then change these colors to all be 100% white. That color, glossy, luminosity 3. Like that is retina burning, and it looks like, I don't know if it casts a shadow. I don't think it does. No, okay, so it's not working the same way. That's being cast by the sun. Master Zen, hello. Welcome in. So it's not casting a shadow. Still, I mean, being able to use those in a way to create different light settings. Like if I grab this and let's do copy settings, paste settings, change the color. That doesn't work. Alright, maybe it doesn't work with colors. Maybe it's... I don't know if this is going to work. Okay, so you do get a red. Maybe we could dim that down a little bit. So you could create some really cool lights, I think. I don't think they're going to necessarily like illuminate your world, but I think that they will make things glow. So you could decorate things very easily. For example, if we copy these settings and then, I don't know, let's grab like one of these long ones. Like if you had something that you wanted to decorate, let's say, oh, okay, here, let's go with, okay, that's not gonna, it's not gonna work the way that I want. What if I do this and snap to this? And then we'll paste. Oh, different sign. Hold on. Backgrounds, none. Select image. Set colors. Let's go green. Luminosity 3. Save. And then copy these. Paste. Paste. So you could have like floor lights, like track lighting. That's very cool. That's very cool. So I understand why they've made it as bright as it is. It just, unfortunately, I think setting number 1 needs to be dimmer. But I like setting 3. Setting 3 is hot, for the lack of a better term. It's very bright. Very, very bright. Master Zen, can you hear me in the chat? Okay. I'm having some computer issues today, and I want to make sure that everybody can hear me okay before I get too wrapped up in what's going on. The other thing that has been fixed is the floor holes and the snapping of these guys. So now, if we snap that in there, you'll hear the chime when we point it towards the machine. That's going to simplify our life considerably, because we have a lot of these to place as we need to bring in the copper and finish this copper layout down this way. That's going to be something else as well. Awesome. Thanks, Master Zen. Appreciate it. I need some more fuel because we're going to be using the jetpack a lot. I should also think about getting myself going on some space elevator parts. I feel like we need motors for one, Manta, and we need, what's the other one? Also, I think I need to change my lighting settings again. Video, light quality. Oh, darn it. That medium. I had to turn DirectX down to 11. 12 didn't like it. What am I doing? I'm looking for options, user interface, current phase. Right, so we need another 600 to 700 frames, motors, and control units. I think that's what those are. Adaptive control unit. It's made of wire, circuit boards. So we need, gosh, we've got a lot to do before we can automate those. A modular engine. Those we can do as soon as we're done with engines. So that's good. Yeah, that's not a problem. And then, what are those? Frames? There's some sort of frame. There's still framework. Those we could actually work on as well. I think I have to finish the copper first. Okay, so we're not quite ready to work on tier 7 and 8. Base design changes and then copper production line, I think, is the mode of operation for tonight. If you're interested in sharing the stream, there's a tweet out there. You can go to Joel Duggan on Twitter and pass that along if you want. Or just text a friend. Oh, I forgot fuel. One of those days. do we keep it over here? Yes. I was having some weird slowdowns before the stream. My computer was like, you know that slowdown that happens in browsers sometimes when you go and put your cursor somewhere and then you gotta wait for your computer to catch up and put the cursor where you want it. I feel like that was happening, and I don't know what causes it. I shut down all the stuff that I thought might have been. I had a couple of browsers open. I shut down one I wasn't using. I even shut down Chrome, but it was still happening, so I don't know what is going on. And I had already started the pre-show on stream, so I didn't want to restart the stream. Anyway, as you can see from about here, everything looks roughly the same. We've copied this building, this design over to this side now. We've got that side finished. And I've got more stuff coming in the bottoms. So over here, this was the old design. The idea was to have like a foot, sort of like a foot design, and then some sort of like big pillar on the edge. And then we were messing around with the new base parts in Update 5 and coming up with some details. It's neat, but it doesn't really have the design feel that I wanted to go for. So this is what I'm going to go with. It's a lot simpler, it's a lot cleaner, and it's more bulky underneath as well. And I quite like it. And that new sign thing is something we might implement along the edge too, because we've got this input down here. You'll see it's not quite finished. I'm going to copy that over there, and if you look at, is it this one? No, I think it's this one. Yeah. So I got the idea from the image in the top right hand side. So they look sort of like twin aircraft carrier decks, and I thought that would be a cool way to kind of communicate this design. And we'll go down and take a closer look. But you'll see it's got kind of like it does have like a ship feel to it underneath. And I used a belt. I'm wondering if we're going to continue to use a belt, or if we can use signs along here. I think signs along here would be cool and a lot easier to place than a belt. That's for sure. I don't know if walls will fit all the way along there or not. That's why I think maybe just placing a sign and then getting that to go along. I thought the belt was a neat idea to get some lights in there, and I do like it. So we'll try some signs on the other side. But what I plan to do here is have this be the main intake for all of this stuff. So this stuff is currently going into the side, and we're just gonna grab probably this pillar, use it as like a conduit, and bring everything over here, and then redirect it in there. Minus the bird. Minus the bird. I see that I've got some stuff I need to paint too. So the idea is going to be to have everything kind of come in here. It'll make a hard right and head up to the main bus, which is just over here. Right, so we're already bringing some of this stuff over with these belts here, so it won't really be that difficult. It'll just happen in this space instead. However, I need to eliminate and work on the other side, which means we've got some deleting to do over here. I don't know if I've got enough inventory space. Might have to make some concessions, but first thing, this should work. This shouldn't be a problem. We do that last. I don't think it's gonna touch it. It might. We'll see. But yeah, so first things first, I need to dismantle some stuff. These things have a lot in them. It took me forever to delete the other one. Try not to be too willy-nilly with the mass delete because there's a lot of stuff behind it. I guess I could just delete it from the other side. This way we're not going to be touching anything. Willy-nilly is better than milli-vanilly. Perhaps. No worries, Max Zen. Take it easy. Have a good night. Thanks for coming by. How's it going, Miss Duggan? We are deleting things. What do you think of the new base design? I'm pretty happy with it. We're on the third attempt at Don't Die December practice, so it could be better. Oh no. Zenthane X subscribing with Prime, bringing us to 99 subs on the channel. One away from getting into triple digits on our way to the 150 sub goal. Unlocking the Lego Let's Chat. Thanks so much, Zenthane. Appreciate it. Master Zen, thanks for the host. Appreciate you sharing me with your viewers. If you're watching on Zenthane's or Master Zen's channel, come on over. Say hi, see what's up. Don't remember exactly what I did on the other side, so we'll cut this back to there for now. I'm getting a lot of visual lags, and I don't think that's the update. I think it's my computer being absolutely terrible. I hope they add a wall that allows us to create smooth walls without so many little pieces, because you hit your 50 limit for mass delete really quickly with these little guys. I forgot how much stuff I had to put in here to get these things to look right. So much detail that just wasn't needed. Lesson learned. I've got some ideas for the Devastator build, and I think I'm going to put a lot of details inside, but I think outside it's going to be very, very 80s Transformer, very blockish and large shapes. Speaking of terrible comps, have you heard about how bad the recent Minecraft snapshots are on certain Intel i7 processors? No. Awesome. Pretty sure that's what I run as an i7. My stats are below the Twitch channel. So no, Zenthane, I have not. I've not tried the snapshots. I have not had a reason to jump into them. I will soon, as soon as they get to a release candidate, I'm going to have to start testing chunk trimming in, what's it called? MCA Selector is the program I use to trim the chunks for the Citadel, so I'm going to be using that. Yeah, we've got some really choppy graphics going on. I might, on my first break, just do a quick restart. It means the stream will end, but I think I'd rather have a smooth gameplay experience. Alright, so this is where I want to be careful, because I don't want to delete any belts. Gosh, there's so much stuff. Whose idea was it to just fill the front of this base with entities and stuff? Like, this is just overkill. I think it's the little walls that really try to drive me nuts. It's good to know, because I think what I normally do is I build with the big 4 meter tall walls first. They look terrible, but you can remove them easily if you change your mind. Yeah, I have a slightly better processor than you, same Gen 9, but my processor maxes out as soon as I load the world and it's unplayable. Oh, crap. Well, that's going to be a problem because that's part of my job. I do find it frustrating that Minecraft requires such a beefy computer for people to play. I feel like it shouldn't. I know you're talking about a bug for Intel processors and stuff, but still, like, I still find that I have to, in order to play Minecraft and enjoy it, I'd have to have like a better processor or better. Oh, we're getting some stuff here. What can I get rid of? I don't think I need any of these. I've got lots of plates coming in. I don't need to have all of these on me. We've got infinite numbers of... Oh, did I delete a copper belt? I hope I didn't delete a copper belt. Down we go. Grab you. Can you land on these? You can. Awesome. Oh, the other ones are in the air too. I thought they were on the ground. That's annoying. It's going to simplify what we have to do in this base so much. So much. I think that comes in the middle, but we may have to adjust this as well. I mean, really, most things are going to need adjusting. Wow, so much wasted stuff. This is going to be so much cleaner, and I think better looking when it's all done. I did not have nearly this much to delete on the other side. I just had the front pillar. There is something weird about deleting all this stuff too. After seeing all this land covered up for so long, going back to having exposed grass and stuff, it's interesting. No worries, Master Zen. Feeding just a bit. So this side is going to have a slightly larger bottom on it because the ground slopes in this direction. So we'll have to consider that. And thankfully, I don't have to design this new part. Be careful there. We can just... we just copy it over. Probably a lot of running back and forth and looking at stuff, but I'm sure we'll get there. All right, I think that's about right. Like I said, we'll leave the main bus right now. And then we have to start counting out some of these foundations. Looks pretty cool when you're up on it too. Very flat, but I enjoy the immense space that we get in this game. All right, from this triangle, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that is 2 meters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3. It'll be easy to sort out. Yeah, can you guys see the choppiness when it happens? So we'll start here with some new stuff. Let's build it. Yeah, we'll do concrete, I guess. Add that to my... I thought there was a way to change stuff. Oh, I know what I can do. I can do materials. I can do... Hold on. Go builder. Change this around here. This will be 2. Upside down ramp will be 4. 3. I've been trying to learn how to organize. Oh, they've got better graphics in here now too. These are very clearly the coated concrete. That's cool. They didn't list all the changes in the patch notes. This is 4. Need a 4 meter up. You don't see the choppiness, but then you never do. Yeah, on a small screen, you're probably not going to notice. This one. So that's 5, 6, and then 8. And then 9. No, this is 7, 8. And then I can put materials on 9 and 10. And if I do Alt-0, it changes everything to concrete. Beautiful. And then I can choose one and then just hit E to cycle through different ones that I want. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3. Pretty sure that's what that was. And then it's just 2. So this here is 1 and 2. And then these change. And this does give us more headroom underneath, which is why I'm making the change. All right, so from the middle now, from the door, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide. Okay. What I should do is switch to these guys. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ah, that's just off the middle. My kid just booted you out of the game? Oh no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we've got 3, 4, 4, 5. Whoa. Autosave. Now, I think that went in by a block. Well, for starters, we can fill this in. So then from the edge, we come back 1 and then over 2. Okay. And that should be it. Then I can just mirror it and that part will be done. I don't think that's right. Double check it. Try the create above and beyond mod pack. I saw that a couple of those things, couple of those mod packs advertised on, not advertised. I saw some of the people I follow on YouTube were playing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 4. 3, 2. I'm hoping that's right. And then this is back 1 and then over 2. Cool. I'm just going to change these out. Oh, I don't want to delete the power. I don't even know. Don't even know what that goes to. One of four. Oh, that's nothing. Okay. We'll go back to the door. And we'll just put these in here. And we'll come back to that later. Sanjay Dub, hello. How's it going? These keep on resetting every time I put them in the world. And they don't read me anymore. They don't work. Yeah. So unfortunately they're not working. Also, my default, I think my default concrete settings are different. So like if I choose the fix-it concrete structure, So that's the default. Okay. Let's change this then. No, on second thought, let's not change the default. So I know it's not quite been an hour, but because it is nighttime, I think I will take a short break. Just to kind of make sure we're set with our breaks on the day-night cycle here in the game. Where's the train? This is a huge platform to run now. So what's the deal with the Above and Beyond Create mod pack? Like what's different to it than just regular Create? Because I've seen Create dangerously high. We're gonna put some more power out there too. I've seen Create played and it looks neat, but I don't know if it's something that I necessarily need to do in Minecraft, you know? Are there other mods in the pack, or is it just the Create mod? So folks that are new to the channel, I take a break about once an hour in Satisfactory. I generally time it with nighttime, although I'll confess that nighttime in the Satisfactory now is not as dark as it used to be. So moving forward, we might just go back on Devastator. We might go back and just do regular hourly saves. Generally speaking, we try to time it out as a good reminder in game to do that. Let's switch to the jetpack. They also added a completely new sound mode. One of the things that you can do now is turn off the munching noises. You can actually make it so it's completely different, like not even remotely related to chewing. I don't remember the exact name of the mode, but Healy, hello, welcome in. You're just in time for our first break on the train. But don't worry, we're going to play for a bit. I've got a lot of work to do in the front of the base, and we only just started. It took us the first 40 minutes to delete what was there, so it won't take as long to get it back up and going. There's gonna be a lot of back and forth, copy paste and stuff like that. It has a different goal: get to space. There are a lot of mods. Okay, I'll give it a look, see what's up. I mean, I get my Satisfactory vibes from playing Satisfactory, so I generally don't want the same in Minecraft. But anyway, I'll be right back in like 5 or 6 minutes. Alright. I don't think I'm going to restart the stream, but I'm going to restart the game. So when we get back to the factory, I'll save and then just close and reopen Satisfactory. Just to try to make sure that the lag we're experiencing is not the game. It could be. It is the experimental build. I wish that they would change the way that, you know, you're in photo mode. You know, you could do different things in the photo mode. When you exit it, though, it really jars back to your original view. It'd be cool if that was a smoother transition. Hey, the mighty Alcorn is here. How's it going? And Callie Gold, thanks for coming in and saying hi. How are you? You're having a good night? That's high. Right. First things first. I need to remember to get more gas here. More fuel. Restock. We will save the game. Today is the 17th. Oh, Metroplex. Metroplex. I wonder why those are all out of order. That's weird. Update 5. 15. And this is... I'm not sure why I keep on saving over it. I should probably delete some of these and move to a smaller set. I guess it helps if there's any big crashes or something, but that's what the autosave is for. Alright, give me 1 second. We're going to exit the desktop. Yeah. And I will do this. So one of the things that I'm looking forward to doing is getting this the platform sort of realized from the front, so that along the sides it's not open platform. I want to try to come up with some nice closed spaces, and I don't know what we're going to end up doing in the factory in the main chest pieces, but I want to try and do those shoulder cannons at some point and start to work in some more red. We've been doing mostly white and gray, and hopefully... Oops. I want to load this save from 2 minutes ago. Perfect arrival time. Everybody seems to arrive like on breaks. It's like a viewer magnet the moment I step away. Maybe I should take the hint. I'm looking into doing some streaming on Discord as well. There wouldn't be as much talking. It would be very silent. It would be me just kind of taking care of mundane tasks in either Minecraft or Satisfactory. You've just trained us well. Nice. No, don't leave. Stay. That's good. What's out of curiosity, what's the lag like in Twitch chat tonight? Everybody type an emote in 5, 4, 3, 2, emote. Oh, only 4 seconds for Elkhorn. Well, maybe 7 seconds for Marcus and Zinthane. 8 or 9 for Sean. Cool. Very cool. I should have taken that hypertube. That was dumb. All good. I just wanted to kind of see where we were. Well, that's dramatically different. We've made some changes. Oh, we've got an opportunity to make some changes here too. Let's go this way. Oh. Why are you doing that? No more room for plates? Oh, I've got gas in my inventory. Whoops. My poor pants? Was that a gas joke? It would get old quickly, but if someone ever replaced the jetpack noise with like a fart noise, if you look at the character's hands, they kind of like spread out and brace the air. It would be pretty silly, but amusing at the same time. I'm assuming these are just going to be single plates. All right, so over here, I'm going to switch to these things now. Turn on my light so you can see what's going on. So it looks pretty cool. You can't see it most of the time. But here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2-meter ramps, and then it goes down to these double ramps. And there's 2 of those, and then it goes into another 4-meter ramp. So it's pretty straightforward at first along this 5 wide section. So we'll start there. Goes 2, 8, 8, 4, and then 2-meter, 2-meter. Also want to make sure I'm lined up with the right level. Correct. Good stuff. Crimson Raider 94. Thanks ever so much. We're going to see if Streamlabs knows how to do right justification. I don't think it does. I think it just doesn't listen. It happened on my Minecraft stream when a new sub came in and the stat on my screen like overlapped. But I appreciate the sub. 2-month streak. You're just about up to the water keystone badge. Very cool. All right, so along here, we've got the upside down 2-meter, and we're going to zoop these. And then it's the 4-meter, but that's going to be hard to attach. And there was 2 of those, so that'll go down to here. And then it switched, I believe, to 2-meter. We'll go double check. Two-meter, 8, 8, and then 4-meter double ramp, and then 2 meters. A 4-meter double ramp. Now, unfortunately, these don't connect the way that you want them to. So we'll remove that one for now. And then 2 meters to there. Skip that one for now. Okay. And again, Thanks so much, Crimson Raider. And to everybody else that's subbed or used a Prime sub in the last week. Really appreciate it. We've been consistently staying above 100, which is amazing. So that is... We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so there's another one there. This is actually 7 wide, not 5 wide. But in that, there's a corner piece. And then after that, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 triangles. I'll try it on this side so we don't have to run as far. So there was another one of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so there's another one of those there. What is that? What is what thing? The manta? The moon manta? In the game they call it the giant moth, but we call it the moon manta here on the channel. It's just an ambient mob. It's kind of like a sky. Right, so that's... Oh, right. Yeah, there it is there. It flies around the base. We can ride it as well. Oh, I think I needed that there. Because I needed to do this. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. That can't be right. No, because that's the 2-meter thing there. Right. Never watched the Satisfactory streams. The bug thing caught me off guard. Oh, is there a tick around here too? Sometimes those guys hang around as well. So we want this guy there. Nope. We want them lower. Pretty sure that actually goes here as well. And then the 4-meter looked like a tick. Okay, yeah, where they kind of roam around. Looks like a big elephant sort of deal. They're just annoying. There's nothing, they don't really do anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Starting on that one there. Once you get going with these pieces, it becomes a lot easier. So I'm just hot picking and alternating. 1, 2, 3, 4. Five, and then above that is all the same thing, but it's all 2 meters. So it starts with that one. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then this is just a straight line. Got 3, not 4. Whoops. And that is the up corner one. These ramps take a while to get used to building with, but once you get the handle for it, it all comes together pretty easily. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 8-meter ramps. And these things, for whatever reason, they don't want to attach to the back of these, which is weird. You'd think that they would. But you have to like replace this with a full foundation. Then grab your 8-meter ramp. Place that down, then replace this. It's weird. I'm not sure why they don't connect. So obviously all of that's going to have to move. There's 3 of those. I'll leave those for now. And then it's just a matter of filling in the side, I think. There's another row of these. And they just start... Don't remember how I got this going. Has to be one of these. Nope. That doesn't seem right either. Well, there we go. But that's not going to connect. Of course not. Once you get one triangle in place, you're fine. It's that initial one that takes a weird bit of finickery. Finicking? You have to mess around until it works. Alright, so then what happens at the bottom? Think I placed a ramp and a belt? Yeah, I totally did. Over there? Yep. Doesn't affect anything. We have to move the belt. So then we go down to the 2 meters. There's only 3 of those until we hit the wall. So now I think I'm going to take a chance, or take the time to map this out. This all gets deleted here. And we start with this one. I've got 1, 2, 3 on the 4th. I think that's right. Get rid of all that. Don't remember exactly how wide this is. We'll figure it out. All right. So then over here, like I said, we've got 1, 2, 3. And I might not be able to place this one either. Oh, no. Wrong. No. How is that? Is it a regular ramp? Or does this have to be here? That has to be there. Right, so it was 1, 2, 3, and then that corner is on the wall. Right, so the outside inside quarter. Grab one of those. Two, 3, so it's right here. No, I missed. Darn it. So hard to figure out what's going on here. So it's that intersection there, which is this line. Yep, okay. And I don't remember how high these are. Looks like it is 2, 3, 4. That starts at the top. And then we've got another piece that makes out the front. Not super thrilled about this wall. We might change this angle a little bit. I'm not a big fan of these textures. But essentially, we're dropping the base down there. Get rid of all this. And then we'll come back and we'll probably try to redesign that in a way. Looks like I'm only going 1 outside of everything. Oh, that was a mistake. That goes back. That would be cool to try to make like streets and sidewalks sort of a deal. Just in case we ever have any automation. so I might revisit this outer platform at some point, but for now, keep it tight, simple. Not that we can't have walkways or something. I'm sure we can come up with a way to do it. So I'll leave this in here for now because we have to walk back and forth a lot. And I don't know why these come in as gray now. I guess they're defaulting to the concrete colors because our default build colors are this white. Yeah, they're defaulting to the Fix-It foundation colors. It's fine. We just have to paint them all now. I don't think it's switched elsewhere. Not that I've seen. I think it's only new stuff. Looking for walls. I have a whole hotbar full of walls. Do that. Pop over here. So the idea, if you remember that drawing that I showed you, is that there's this thing that kind of comes down and goes across and then goes back up the other side. And it's hard to see. You can see it sort of in the top right. And you can sort of see what it looks like folded up in the top left. But it's just kind of like a neat idea. Unfortunately, we don't have quite the room to do anything cooler than just this. I might, like I said, I might change this out for maybe like a steeper angle of this. I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of that texture. Take it easy, Hioni. Appreciate you being here. Have a great day. Alright, so what happens after this? If I ask if you're just going to replace the larger walls, the 4-meter ones behind the slope, with 1-meter ones, anyway, why did you not start with the 4-meter ones? Because it's easier to see where the 4 meters go. You get your resources back. It's like building frames in Minecraft and then replacing the blocks. I mean, yes, it's more work, but I find like if I had built it in the wrong spot, then instead of having this many items to delete, what is this? Probably 40 items. If that was wrong when I placed it, then I'd only have 6 things to delete or move or whatever. So that's why. I think it's just how my brain works. Like I try to sketch out. I try to sketch out the design first. I'm wondering if we might actually change those into like a big fat pillar. We might do like a half pillar or something. Now we've got the fun stuff, which is just inside. I forgot about this swampy bit here. This is going to make this side challenging. I think we can get close enough to it that the green fog won't show up. We might have to change our sign plans a little bit. think that's how I had it. Work smarter, not harder. Yeah, essentially. Those are just 1 meters. Okay. Yeah, that's essentially the plan. Is just try not to have to redo things. I find it very challenging to work at this scale. I find it really, really hard. So, because you can't back up far enough to see the whole thing regularly. Right, material change. Let's go with the coated concrete. There. And then back to metal. That was a happy accident the other night, and I quite like the way that that worked. And then we'll paint it black, even though this doesn't change it very much. Makes it a little bit darker. And that, just like that, is half of the underside done. Now the top part, I might want to experiment with some signs along there, as opposed to the belt. The belt does look cool, but I'm wondering if signs could look cooler. The tricky part might be to actually get the sign to attach to something. So they'll go out like that. I don't want the little sticky thing showing. Let's make this out of something else. Right, so if I've got a sign, so they hang, that's interesting. One of those looks like it's the middle. What's the widest sign? 4 meters? Yeah. Does not look like it wants to snap directly on the middle though. So maybe we'll have to figure out. That looks to be pretty good. Clips a little bit. But it's 45 degrees. Question is, can I then... Oh, I can. Oh, do we want... Maybe we don't want the big signs. Maybe we want little guys. Can I swap them? Cannot. Hopefully this works. It's a neat idea. Darn it. It's so tricky. Wait, if we delete this and we put down architecture stuff. Will that be easier? Let's just drop ourselves down here a bit. Oh, it doesn't go upside down on those. That's interesting. Huh, okay. So can't use those. So then let's just put a whole foundation up here. This is what I mean by stuff just being wonky. That looks... I want that a little bit farther back. I guess the issue is that we're using something else to attach it to. Oh, that's wrong. Hold on. Let's just build ourselves a little platform here. The snapping thing is a little bit tricky. Alright, so that's the right plane in terms of the height. So if I remove these guys, I can put that guy there, remove this guy, put that back, and then it's just going to look like they're floating, and that's fine. Because we can replace this with, I need my concrete up corner ramp. Now that does not stick through, which is great. So that's one option. We could have the signs kind of floating there. But what I was thinking was, what we did earlier is select the colors. We'll go straight up white with everything. We'll select the image as nothing. We'll go matte, but then we'll go 3. Maybe not 3. So then we could just do like every other sign? Because I feel like if we have them all, it's just going to look like one giant white light. We'll have a little bit of lines in between them, but not by much, right? So it's that or that, which is very clearly a belt. Is there anything you can swap? I was wondering about updating conveyors. Do you have to delete and re-add? Yeah, you have to. I can't. I can change the sign position, but I can't. You can't hit control. Control is usually usually the button to swap things. I would like to try to nudge this just like a little bit farther sideways. Obviously, that doesn't work. The other thing here that we could try is these things, the barriers. I don't know. It'd be kind of like a long-winded way to try to do it. But these barriers are things that you can place in very specific positions. We find the middle, right? we can't find the middle. But we can put stuff on the barrier. I don't need the barrier. Right? So like, again, if we put the barrier like, it's hard to see. Then we could have the signs attached to the barrier. And we might even be able to get them a lot closer to the edge. Yeah, look at that. Or we could even like space them out. Because I think I like the idea of having some space in between them. And then paste the settings. And then delete the barrier. Can you paint these? Oh, you can. Doesn't get rid of the bottom part though. That's fine. So it does still look like a bit of a void behind it, but the other thing we can do is that we can actually replace these barriers with walls. Obviously we'd be stuck with whether or not that would work across the whole thing. And we wouldn't paint them white. So I guess the way to check that would be to put a barrier on this corner and see if it like lines up the right way. So you can swap some things, but not everything. All right, this is one of those I'm bits tricks. I think it was, so we go 1, 2. Walls, and now for whatever reason, you can totally swap these. That was too far. And I don't remember how this goes. That has to be like that. And then we replace this one, I hope. Sticks through by a hair, but if we change that to concrete and then change the color. Oh, really? Why is it not changing the color? Like, how can I not, how come I can't paint that black? Like, that's not changing at all, right? It goes white. I really wish they would change the way that the concrete interacts. Like, that is... Is it the second color? Nope, that is not changing. Yeah, concrete is... I don't like the way that you paint concrete. Well, that sucks, because that means... I guess we'll have to use... I mean, there's going to be so much light here, we're not going to be able to see it, so it's fine. Materials... regular. And then we have to paint it this color. Even that doesn't feel that dark. Yeah, there's something messy with the way that their grays work. It's not the best. And you can't see that from above, so that's good. So the question is, does this work? Or does it stick out? Oh, I mean, that's mighty close. I'll take it. If I can create an actual edge to this thing. I wish that you could do stuff like this in the game just a little bit easier. I guess the real question is, do these fit in a decent... decent line? Really going to be cool to check this out at night. Nope, not close. Oh, that's the way. Wow. That's lucky. Oh, sun's going down. Good opportunity to check this out. So I think with these guys, we just have to change this this block to be this one. And then we just have to go along here and change all the signs. Can I see these signs from up here? Probably not. I think that looks pretty cool. Just take credit for it, you meant it all along? Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Oh, I'm not close enough. Really? It sucks. Let's try... I just need to get close enough. There we go. I also need to look to make sure that these are going to be, if white is the right light, I got to refer to the artwork. I feel like there's some teal blue and stuff happening. So the moon's up, so it's not going to be as bright. I was watching Scan Voice the other day, and he was talking about how it used to be darker at night, and he wants it to go back to being really dark at night so that his lit builds, like all the cool lighting effects that he's got going on, look better. Because like right now, it's the middle of the night, and the moon's up, but it's really quite bright. Alright, I'm not even going to look. We're going to get in the hypertube. That's what one looks like. Now they disappear after a certain distance. The signs might disappear as well, but we're about to find out. If they don't, then awesome. I'm hoping they don't. Oh, they don't. How cool does that look? So imagine that going all the way around on both sides. I think we got really lucky there. Like, really lucky. And I'm 100% sure that using light details with these signs and the brightness on them is what Coffee Stain had intended. The problem, of course, is that that is going to take an eon to actually do. Yeah, that's going to be a lot. All right, well, at the very least, we can go and finish the underside of everything. I might even move that belt a little bit, just to kind of make sure and see what's going on. But that's a winner right there. Do we like the white, or do we think? I don't think red. I do want to put some red, but I don't think red is going to be around the edges of him. On the board, I feel like there's more. There's a bit more blue on that middle left image. There's a lot of blue light coming from places. So maybe we can get away with the blue? Not really sure. We can always try a couple, see what they look like. I think we'll wrap them right around too. And I have a blue sign. Select colors. Let me just, I've got a copy of a color. Edit. We can grab this color. And then I think we can paste it in here. Not a heck of a lot different because of how bright it is. But to make that a blue light or a teal light, we'd probably have to go in and really make sure that's saturated. Maybe not all the way. It's a little bit more blue. It's not as it's still more blue than the one next to it. What happens if we really lower it down? One of these is the outside ring too, like There are two different levels there. $55 and then $195. It's definitely a little bit blue. Whoops. It's tricky to grab onto those ladders. Let's just experiment and go like, what if we went like straight up like cobalt? Does that read as blue? Definitely more blue than the other ones. I changed the brightness. I'm curious now that we're messing with these signs. All right, so it doesn't illuminate. It's based on the brightness. So let's just do nice bright blue. Yeah, you really have to... I'll have to mess around with it before I decide to change everything. They're better when they're brighter. Or when you go dim with them, the color shows up. But like, that is not... Even if I do... Take the sign off here. Even if I say like, off. And we look at that color here on the screen. Select that color. Now that's what we get. But as soon as you hit the brightness, it really changes it. So we'd have to go like dark, I guess. Okay. There we go. So that what happens if we increase that again? Definitely more blue. Oh. Blue is more of an aura, yeah. Yeah. That worked though. The darker thing. So like if you want it to be blue, it looks like if we go like really deep. So however they've got it set, it's got a lot to do with... I wish they would label these. I mean, that's your hue. This is your tone. I guess this is brightness or saturation. That's saturation, I guess. But they don't work the way that normal sliders work in like Photoshop. It's different somehow. Yeah, even that doesn't really affect it much, does it? Once it's up at brightness level 3, it really takes that and just amps it up. I mean, there's very steep changes between them. Like that is just like crazy. We'll go back to white for now. And cool. Remember if we had them all in the same bright settings, but that's about right. Right, where's Mr. Train? HSL? HSB, as far as I can tell. No, it's RGB, I would think. Also, thanks for saying hi, folks. Welcome in. Glad you enjoyed the stream. Yeah, but... Oh, I missed the train. Crap. The Manta coming? Yeah, I know what HSL means, but I've never heard it called HSL. I've always ever heard it called HSB, which is hue, saturation, brightness. We missed the manta as well. I don't see him. Alright, well, I'll just pop up on the tower. I do have to take a short break. So we missed the manta and we missed the train, so we'll just we'll head up to the platform. I need to make this nicer too. Yeah, we missed it by a mile. If you're new to the stream, folks, I take a break about once an hour. It is about that time, so I need to step away for a bit, but I'll be back in 5 or 6 minutes, and in the meantime, you can just enjoy the view and our new shiny lights, and I'll be back in just a bit. Also, I'll try to move far enough away from that so that it doesn't cause a lot of noise. I will be right back. Alright, careful not to fall off the edge here. Shoop. I'm concerned about that green fog. I think it's going to show up in our build, which is annoying. What's the context, Maxter Zen? Is TMA a content creator? All right. This we will just leave there for now. I'm going to create a bit of a standing platform here. We have to copy this around. The good news is we've got this other side to look at, so it should be a little bit easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then whoop. There's one of these. And then one of those. One of those. 2 more of these. And that leads right into that. So we'll be finishing this and moving this belt around as well. That's the right way. Yeah, okay. Okay, so all of these are in the way. Okay, well, that'll have to wait then. Because I don't want to be able to like lose sight of what I have to do. Cool. If I ever get around to it, Master Zen, I don't really have the time to play multiple modded packs. So, I mean, I haven't even started one. Right, so then this goes over there. I think these are all the same. That goes underneath here. Hard to see with the hologram at this angle. I think that's right. That looks right to me. And that starts off with the triangle here. Whoops. And then from here, we should be able to just use these guys. Oops, that's the wrong way. And I think it's the same. Um, 8, and then that one. This requires more concentration than you'd think. And I think at this point it goes with that, and then we have to figure out how to snap that one to it. Take it easy, McScrewgun. Thanks so much. Appreciate you being here. Have a good night. Have fun in Infinity Cove. I'm glad that you and everybody on the patron server are having a good time. It'll go there, but it won't go anywhere else. That's right. Good, good, good. So we'll go with that one. It's always faster the second time you try to do something. This is where I think the other section comes in. Yep. Take it easy, Zenthe next. Thanks again for being here. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for all the support. Appreciate it. Alright, so this we can now actually figure out. Because it is centered. So we'll get out the old customizer. And it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's this one. Yeah, we're gonna run into some issues back there. Oh, maybe not. That green haze might not make it that far. Zen Thane gifted tier 1 sub to the community. Thanks so much. Appreciate that. I went to Proect. If you want to connect your Discord and Twitch accounts, then you can find your way into the Joel Duggan Discord. I'm also noticing that the Streamlabs thing that I said was going to happen absolutely happened. And this little number does not know how to right justify. That's annoying. Means that every time it switches from 3 to 2 digits, it's going to be off. Like, I understand that these things are open source and free, but if something's going to right justify, then justify it to the right. So strange. All right. Now we have 1, 2, 3. So this is the edge here. Then this is where this happens. Four. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to try something different on this side. I'm going to try to turn them around. The roof sections. Oh, we can't with these ones. Right, never mind. That's right. So the idea here is that these are going to have to be a lot bigger on this side. Two. And then 1, 2, 3. These things are going to go down to the ground like that. And then these are all going to get painted white. And I may end up making that concrete, I don't know. Now we have to think about potentially moving a lot of this. I don't know where that iron goes. That iron doesn't go anywhere. Okay, well this doesn't have to be here then. That can just be removed. That's probably what this was. Right. Copper is being used and both coal, the coal is being used. Where is this copper going? This copper is going around to the main copper factory. So we have to, we're just going to have to renegotiate the path because nothing really crazy happens here. It's just a matter of moving the belts out of the way. And I don't know quite where that's going to be yet. Need to go check the other side. See you later, Master Zen. Have a good one. Right, so in here, I went 1, 2, 3, 4 past the depth. I don't know if I can get 4 deep. I think we're gonna, yeah, we're gonna end up dealing with that fog. I think that fog is gonna show up most of the time, which is unfortunate. So on this side, we're only going to be able to go 2 deep, I think. Because another foundation is going to put us into that gas. Yeah, that's as close as we got. Okay. So we can go out as far as we can. There. And there's no point in going too much past this. This is our little box we have to work in. And what I decided to do was turn all of these into the glossy concrete, coated concrete. And then when you shine lights on them, they light up really well. Which is cool. And there's just one more of those guys. So here I can't decide if I want to do like another depth like that. That's actually pretty cool. Or if I want it to come straight down. I don't know about that yet. But we can delete all of this. Rabelais, hello, welcome in, sir. You're in time for the drastic changes that we've made over the last couple hours. Some major changes to the front. I'll get up on top of the tower and show you in just a minute. Need to get rid of this red monstrosity. So all of this is going away. Because the shape of the base is completely changing from a profile perspective. All of this actually can go that. So those don't work. That'll be fine. Well, actually, let's just wait. Wait on that. Right. I'll have to move all that other stuff. We'll probably bring the concrete around the front as well. Oh, I'm gonna do the side here. Right. So outside of the ramps, that's the finished change to the front. Very different. We'll go up and take another look. The signs as lights are very cool. And I don't think they're floating. I don't know how they attach. You put them on a wall. Oh, they do have like a back bracket on them. They hover a little bit. I should take this grid up there and just make sure the whole thing is straight. Hey Joel, love you and Pix on the Spawn Chunks. Wanted to jump into the Citadel Cafe soon. Oh, very cool. Legumolas. Appreciate it. Pro tip, I'm recording a brand new episode of the Citadel Cafe tomorrow with Alistair and Lou. So both of those dudes are going to be on the same show with me, and it'll be a special episode. So make sure you check that out. It'll be episode 423, if I remember correctly. Well, that's a major difference, and I feel makes it look a lot more streamlined. I'm still not crazy about this texture down here. We might have to change that. I might change all of this to white concrete, actually, if we can. I think it might look a little bit better. Did I make that wide enough? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Yeah, just perspective, I guess, is messing with us. But imagine these lights, like, all the way around on both of them. I think that'll be pretty cool. Probably not going to mess with that today. I want to get the copper going now that we know we can do that without any errors. Also not sure if this is going to be symmetrical. This is a good spot for a road. This is not. We might want to put like an angled road or something coming out here. That could be better. I guess we could make an angled road here and then have trucks turn if we needed to. Although this is going to have... So what I want to do with all of this mess, like all these belts coming in, this, you can sort of see it like underneath there is going to be the main intake and then a main intake here. So I'm leaving those where they are, I think. I might move them around. But all of this stuff is going to be in there. And then all of this stuff over here, I'm just going to back it up to this tower. We're going to run it across and then bring it in that way. I think that could be kind of cool. But they look cool when you get down low too. Very cool looking. Obviously still some holes that need to be filled, but not too worried about that. Let's fix this as well. Cool. Oh, nope. Did not mean to do that. Accidental hypertube. Who had that in Bingo? Because you got it. Really nice vantage point up here too. You can really kind of look at all the different things that we've been building. Quite like it. Ooh, so all of this is going to change. Actually, I can show you what's going to happen. We'll get down here. And we'll delete all of this. So then this is going to get a little bit wider. Or maybe it'll stay. I'm not really sure. All of these can change to concrete. Wait a minute. If you hit E, oh, you can choose them. Oh, sweet. That's awesome. But oh, and then nice. Okay. So I'll go to the other side where I started to do a little bit more. I'm gonna move those belts as well. Oh, that one still works. Do these? Nope. I'm in Nova Scotia. Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. Thanks for asking. It doesn't come up a lot, so people might not know. But I'm Canadian. I had somebody on Twitter the other day compare myself to Etho. We're both Canadian. I think he's from Montreal, though. Not quite East Coast. East Coast has got a specific accent. People can usually pick up on it. So yeah, you can see along here, I did the same sort of work and created like this kind of side profile. So it looks a little bit more like an aircraft carrier sort of deal, which I like a lot. Because that again is like the inspiration for the decks is Metroplex in these. I don't know if that's, no, that's still the robot mode. There is that one. So you can see in the top middle, there's kind of like a, almost like an aircraft carrier type mobile base mode that he has. So we're going to head back to the storage system and dump a lot of our inventory. A lot of stuff. I was also playing with some side details on these. I'm not sure what I'm going to do there. Oh, we need to change the brightness on these signs too. Still think setting 1 is too bright. We need something less than that for number 1. I feel like that almost goes white. Yeah, now we can see everything. What do we not need? Don't need that. I can probably put some of this stuff away. Oh. We've got lots of that stuff. Cool. What was the... was automated wiring and something else? Options, user interface. Automated wiring was when one of them... Right, so automated wiring is in that one. We could technically start building that in a manufacturer. And then it was versatile framework and modular engines. Right. Plating is what I don't have. Just a little bit. Okay. User interface. Click. My parents have visited Nova Scotia twice. They love it pretty much anywhere around there. My mom is obsessed with the Celtic Colors Music Festival. Oh, very cool. My mom went to Cape Breton this fall to play in one of the Celtic bands there. I mean, it was like a concert band, like an orchestra. She plays the flute and violin, but I think she was mostly playing flute. I don't use that often. Everything else I think we're going to need. Yeah, I thought it was cool too. She had a blast. She had a really good time. All right, so next on the agenda, we have... I want to get a little bit of work done. Oh, I worked on this too. In between streams to try and get this looking not terrible. I like it. It's still not the best. There's lights now which help a great deal. And the windows help too. I also used beams. These are just regular beams. Painted black. They sort of look like big vents. Which I thought was kind of cool. There's a lot of stuff that we just don't have that would be nice to have, that, you know, factory parts like big ventilation systems and that sort of stuff. All right, so in here we've got these guys, which are going to be making stators. We also have up to the red one. These are all going to be making copper wire. And I got to go underneath and make sure that they're all belted up. I think they are now. I don't think the export is belted up. Oh, it's belted up here. Okay, cool. So we've got the top and the bottom are all sorted. This is a different beast. So that's going to be bringing 30 times 14. 420. Why is that? I think that's more than I need. I need 320. Oh, 16 constructors at 66%. That's what it is. So they all have to be tweaked down. I remember that now. That's why I left myself that note and that sign. And these obviously have random brightness settings as well. They're not all the same. So I believe this is coming out and then joining right there. But we can't have this here. This doesn't work. We're going to have to, I think, join them together. Is there enough room there? No, probably not. So we need to get these two combined. I guess we just put another merger here, but then that brings us way out to here. Don't want to cut things off. Although, wait a minute. I can still walk around it. Plus, I'm probably going to want a catwalk down this way too. How does that work? Imagine that corner piece probably bites into it. Yeah, okay. Back that up by one. Oh, that's unfortunate. Probably what I would do. Oh, that's the wrong way. Yeah, that's a cool little view. Especially once all these pillars are in. Nice. That looks a little bit weak though. Beams fix all problems. Do we need more than one? Probably. Sure. So then this, it won't matter, I guess, if we have to merge this. So we'll remove that. We'll remove this. That can't be there. So we need another merger. And the output has to be there. Reason for that is because I really want this to line up. Because that's going to take that wire down the line. It was just a few weeks ago, wasn't it? My mom replayed some of the streams for me when I visited her. She's chomping at the bit to get back and see it in person someday. Yeah, no, it was. It was it before or after Canadian Thanksgiving? It was only 2 or 3 weeks ago. Ish. Alright, switch to jetpack. And I guess we can just have it turn the corner. That makes the most sense. Looks like it needs a Mark III. That looks nice and pretty. The 2 Mark IIIs going in there. We have to go through and make sure these are all at 66%. Or making 20 per minute. Yeah. So we'll copy those settings. And do... Oh, this is being weird now. I feel like every time they update the game, stuff changes that I don't think they intend to change, and I don't know why that is. Like they change the hitbox of one thing, and other things change. It seems like such a strange thing. Now, I don't have a way to get up on that second floor right now, and I guess the thing to do, even though I don't think we can get by here... Oh my gosh, we can. Okay. I guess we have to figure out where a good spot would be. Come up. I want to do more kind of thoughtful interior design for these things. We could use stairs. It'll get us up here in a hurry. Also too far. So that's a no. So that's the right distance vertically, but wrong horizontally. Yeah. Doesn't quite work, does it? And then if we put one of these down... Oh, okay. It's not the best, but... It doesn't do that weird Z fighting thing, which is cool. I'll call that a win. Oh, that's in a weird spot. That's kind of fun. Did you have a good Thanksgiving? I would love to hear you talk about food since I'm a food-driven human. Yeah, no, we had a good Thanksgiving. I went over to my sister's. Alright, so that means... Goes there. This has to be... Change the ones up above. Yeah, I'm glad that I thought to put this in. Paste. That's weird. Oh, cool. It's giving me the stuff out of the machine. Sorry, we'll delete these first. Not enough space. Right. Is that better? Cool, so now we've got 14, all doing 20, which is 280. But I need 16. I need to add those 2 in the end. Yeah, the Thanksgiving was good. Restrictions around here were pretty light, so we were able to get the whole family over at my sister's, which is good. I want the white color. don't think that's hooked up from below. Do the same thing down here. All right, belt check. This is now producing 20. Per minute. Still got to figure out what to cook for non-Canadian Thanksgiving. Always a tough decision for me. You don't do turkey? Thought that was the norm. All right, so each is doing 20. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120. And then it goes up to Mark 3. So that's 120, 140, 150. So then this will be 300, which means... No, it'll be 320. $140, $160. Yeah, 160. So then this needs to be Mark 4. That's a Mark 3, that's right. Go check the belts upstairs. So 20, 40, 60. This needs to be a Mark 2, 80, 100, 120. 140, 160. Cool. And that means that this is going to need a Mark 4 and a Mark 4. Wire coming into our assemblers. And we've got 210 per minute, but I don't think that's enough. $10 per minute, because it's only making 20 per minute. And there are 16, so there's 160. So we can actually go farther than that on the 210. 1, 2. So we've got 210, 160. That leaves 50 on down the line. Which means we could do one more constructor and of each doing copper wire and copper sheets. I think that's all right. Oh, you have to come up with a side. I like to do something non-traditional, so I make it harder on myself. Well, that's fun. Kind of a cool challenge. I know for Christmas this year, I usually go to a friend's Christmas party, and because I learned how to smoke ribs this summer, I think as a fun appetizer to bring, rather than just like typical snacky Christmas food, I'm going to smoke some ribs. Bring over a couple racks of St. Louis style ribs. I think that'll be fun. I think I'm gonna cook them all together and cut them after. I haven't decided. I haven't decided if I'm gonna cut them up individually. Or I imagine that would make them dry out, but we'll see. Right, does this have stuff going up? Yes, it does. Why are you not happy? Okay, you're just slow getting your goodies. So 210 does more than what we need here. Because we only needed 160. But if we had another constructor... That's 20. And... That's 30. No, it's 15. So we could have 2 or 3 of these. I guess the decision now is whether or not we have enough room to do constructors all the way down. I think we do. Like I said, I would like to try and leave doorway here if possible. So maybe we don't put constructors there. Why are these off the edge all of a sudden? Oh, because this is in the wrong spot. Darn it. Right, so get another 1, 2, 3. I think I'm going to expand this by 1 block. So that means we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Of course. Why would it be an even number? So we can fit another 22. Well, we could fit 24. If I fill this in. We'd have 11 up there. We have 13 down here. Just minus. Or we could have 12 and 12. Depending on whether I want this door to be 2 wide or 1 wide. I've been trying to make things bigger. Yeah, I get a mix of different stuff around the holidays. Because I travel around to different friends' places and stuff. I mean, when we can. Obviously, last year we didn't. But this year we probably should and could. And so I guess down here we would end up with these guys. Why are you not snapping? So I'm not sure about this because I feel like there might be an opportunity to have more, a more central door. But I don't know, having something a little bit more asymmetry focused would be fun. The size and shape of the building. Still not entirely sure if I'm going to have like the whole thing open up to the roof. We're probably going to have some sort of gap. But that is all of the copper now sorted and ready to go into the assemblers. The question is, do I want these assemblers, these 8 assemblers, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, do I need 10? I needed 4. I think there's too many. 5. I need 40. Maybe I'm just making more because I'm going to need more for other things. So I don't know much about Satisfactory, but you're building transformer-shaped buildings. What are the functionality of the machines inside? So the way that this works, actually, it's good that I'm standing here. So you start off with basics like coal and iron and copper. And you can turn copper into things like copper wire, copper sheets. And then you can turn coal and iron into steel. And you can turn steel into pipes and beams. And then stators are a more complicated part. They require wire and piping. So you have to make the steel and then make the pipes. And that's what's happening over here. These are making steel and these are making pipes. You can see the pipes on the belts actually. When it's working. It doesn't look like it's working right now. That's weird. Wonder why you're no longer kicking out stuff. I must have cut off or shut off a machine somewhere. No? Oh, I bet you these are no longer connected. I bet you the screw up is the fix. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So I'm gonna have to go around and redo. It does not have to be a Mark III. Yeah, so last time we played, these weren't hooking up correctly, but now they are. But the ones that we placed were placed with little belts inside them, and we don't need this little belt anymore. Cool. Yeah, so essentially what you do is you make basic parts, then you make more complicated parts, and eventually you can use a machine like a manufacturer, which I can't build right now, but it takes 4 different things and creates parts. So like if we looked at the codex, we looked at computers. See, computers need these 4 parts. But this, you need to turn wire into cable. Plastic is just a basic part, but it needs like a production to get it. Screws require rods or iron ingots, and then plastic and sheets, and then sheets require copper. So like there's a whole pipeline of stuff that has to come together before you can start to make these things. But anyway, coming together quite nicely, I think. That is unfortunately where I have to wrap things up though, getting late here. So if you've enjoyed this, please leave a follow before you take off. You can also follow me on Twitter at Joel Duggan. And I don't normally stream during the week, but every once in a while in my Discord, I'll be able to announce a bonus weekly stream. And I did that tonight. So if you want to support via Tier 1, Prime Gaming, or the Patreon, which is the most affordable way to support this channel, then you get access to the Discord. And then you get a heads up when I do bonus stuff like this all the time. You can listen to my podcasts. There is the Spawn Chunks with Pixariffs. That is all about Minecraft. And there is the Citadel Cafe, which is recording tomorrow. And that is all about sci-fi and fantasy entertainment. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about Discovery Season 3, which I'm late finishing. And I watched Shang-Chi, the new Marvel film, The Legend of the Ten Rings, and that was really, really cool. So if you want to check those out, they're free, available where you find your podcasts. And of course, that's my job. Like, I'm a podcaster, so I'd appreciate the ear holes because it all helps things grow. If you want to just leave a follow before you head off. We're going to try to find you someplace for Satisfactory to land on a raid. But until then, I'll see you next time. Bye for now.